When life doesn't go your way, continue on anyway. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, weekend edition. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how you've got to take the burdens and the benefits equally when it comes to being successfully self-employed. A lot of times on this channel, we talk about the benefits, the freedom, the flexibility of future payments, the overall being able to put your handprint, the bevy of benefits that come with being self-employed, and they're innumerable. But a lot of times we don't talk about the burdens of being self-employed, the hardship, the pain of being self-employed. We're going to talk about that in today's video. But first, let's talk about this channel. This channel is meant to help you have a successful self-employment venture where life gets better with each client and it gets easier with each passing day. Okay. If you structure it the right way. Okay. And if you watch these videos and apply them, keyword being apply, life will get better. Okay. But let's talk today about the burdens of self-employment. Let's talk about what happens when things take forever. When clients fake on you and flake on you, when things happen and the bank puts a hold on your account, or somebody owes you money for work that you've done for them, okay? These are all things that are very likely to happen while being self-employed. And the key here is to not get discouraged, is to take what's in your hand and stand. Okay, that's the crux of this video, is that phrase. Take what's in your hand and stand. Whatever you've got, however many clients you have, just continue to work with them and work with the burdens and benefits that come with each one. The burden of having to oftentimes deal with people you don't want. The benefit of knowing that, hey, we created this business ourselves. The burden of, I don't know how these people are going to act tomorrow. The benefit of, I control my own destiny. Okay. This video is about taking the good with the bad. I had a roommate in college who always used to say, and if you're around someone long enough and they say something all the time, it sticks with you. He used to always say, you got to take the good with the bad in life. And when it comes to self-employment, you got to take the good with the bad in life. The way you do that is to take what's in your hand and stand. Do what you know to do and continue forward. Don't get discouraged and don't give up if things aren't happening as fast as you want them to. If people are being people and flaking, faking and snaking, if someone owes you money, you're like, hey, you owe me, and they said they'll pay you, which shows a lack of integrity. If things are just hard, if it feels like an uphill battle every day, fight through it. Take what's in your hand and stand. Okay. I knew a girl, and I talked about this before in our videos, who just gave up when it got hard. Life is a perpetual test. And when it gets hard, the things I just discussed, when it gets hard, it's going to show how hard or soft you are. Okay, so take what's in your hand and stand. If things aren't working out right now, if you're don't have the amount of clients that you want, take what's in your hand and stand. Okay? If you're trying to suggest new ideas to move things forward and people won't listen, take what's in your hand and stand. When it feels like you're going to be in the same, when it feels like you're just kind of overwhelmed, take what's in your hand and stand. When you think to yourself, this isn't worth it, take what's in your hand and stand. You will have these moments when the burdens seem to outweigh the benefits and you're like, I want to quit. Don't quit, or you get sad. You're just like, I thought I'd be further along now. That's the thought many people have. And it can be that's one of the really hard aspects of life. You expect to be further along than you thought you would at this point. You see time move relentlessly and in an unfettered way, but you see a whole bunch of things fettering you from your dreams, goals, and aspirations, and you think you're going to have less time to enjoy those things. And in a sense, that's true. But a lot of times, once you get things, there's a very terminal time of enjoyment where it's like if you buy something in a month, you're going to want something else. So all the 5-6 years you spent waiting for that thing to get it, the first month is going to give you the most enjoyment. Life is weird. Okay, but the purpose of this video is take the burdens and the benefits hand in hand. Okay, the joy is going to equal a lot of the sorrow sometimes. You're going to have a lot of joy being self-employed. There's going to be a lot of sorrow. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of promises of tomorrow that never come to fruition. And may make a video about that in the future, about how people will give you a raft of promises for the future, and then they will never come to fruition. They will give you false hope. They will give you deferred hope. That's how the Bible says it. The Bible says deferred hope. But there's many struggles that come being self-employed. And if you can't handle hardship, then you can't handle the happiness of being self-employed. Okay. All right. Hopefully this week was all right. If it wasn't, keep persevering. You will have hard times. You will have happy times. It's up to you what you do with it. Remember, take what's in your hand and stand.